Roosters Men's Grooming Center is a proud sponsor of Ranger Football. It's a classic American barbershop updated for the modern man. Roosters Men's Grooming Center, located on 1431 across the street from the 1890 Ranch Shopping Center, next to the Tower Car Wash. It's not just a barbershop, it's a men's grooming center. The atmosphere is amazing. Brand new, clean, big screen TVs, oversized leather barber chairs, and relax. We'll bring you a cold beverage of your choice. Mike and his team of experienced stylists love and are proud of what they do, and they will take care of you. Roosters Men's Grooming Center, located on 1431 across the street from the 1890 Ranch Shopping Center. Check them out, Roosters Men's Grooming Center. Walk-ins are always welcome, but you can always make an appointment. Call Roosters Men's Grooming Center, 512-528-0520. That's 512-528-0520. Roosters Men's Grooming Center on 14.
Hey guys, welcome to the Coach Vincent Show. I'm Gage, and we're here at Roosters Men's Grooming Center off 1431. We'd like to start off this show with our Players of the Week and our hard hats.
Players of the Week for the Vandergrift game. Offensive line was Gage Smith. Congratulations, Gage. Offensive back was Matt Snow. Our wide receiver of the week was Delonte Singleton. Offensive MVP was Stedman Mayberry. Defensive back of the week was Alex Quintero. Defensive lineman of the week was London Bean. Linebacker of the week was Jake Hicks. Defensive most valuable player was Micah Thomas, and our Special Forces most valuable player was Jake Hicks, and Jake also got the Hammer Award this week.
And those are some very impressive awards. And this week, we always like to talk about our hard hats. These guys who really put forth the biggest effort during practice. These guys who really give the varsity a fantastic look. This week, our hard hats went to Garrett Clark, Cody Williams, Carlos Ralda, Noah Garza, Nick Miller, Mason Trevino, Bryce Dahl, Tyler Yacht, and Justin Hebert. And Garrett Clark has been on there multiple times in a row. Back to back to back. This guy he's a tough guy. Real proud of that guy. All right, and with that, we'd like to get into our Vandergrift stuff. What are some overall highlights for the week?
Well, the overall highlights, I was really pleased to see our offense get two scores in our passing game. Was able to move the ball better in some areas than we have been. So we improved in some areas offensively. Defensively, being able to get a defensive score. I mean, I know that kind of got negated with a defensive score by Vandergrift, but it's still exciting for our defense anytime we're able to score a football. So we're really, really proud to be able to score a football on defense. I felt like our special teams did really well. I thought we had some great highlights on special teams. Had some, Vandergrift's the type of team that will kick the ball all over the place, and I was pleased with our kickoff return unit for getting our offense great field position. As far as our kickoff return unit, our kickoff team did outstanding. Punt team was good. So those were the biggest highlights in the football game.
And it was definitely a tough game. The second half was scoreless for both teams.
Yeah, I think you've got two pretty good defensive ball clubs, and I think probably at halftime, both defenses kind of settled in to some things they knew that they could do well against both offenses. I think, too, offensively, there were some drives that we had that, a block here or, a penalty here, just little things, little small details that we've got to get corrected so we can finish drives. There was a couple drives that we got inside the 50 and didn't come up with points, or we'd get inside the 30 and not come up with points, and so those are drives that we've got to have and we've got to score. This district's so tough, so when you get an opportunity to get inside the 30, you've got to score.
And this district is by far the toughest district in the entire state, so when things like that come up, it's definitely important. And with this Friday behind us, we'd like to talk about our open week. What does that look like in Ranger Nation?
Well, we use our open week to get healthy. We've got some guys that got little injuries, little small injuries that it gives them a chance to get well. We use it to go back to some fundamentals, some things that we still believe that the basics of the game, tackling and blocking and throwing and catching and securing footballs and taking footballs away, are big time important. And so we'll focus on those things this week. We'll do some preliminary things on Dripping Springs to get a head start on them. Also, this is a big week for us academically. This being the last week of the 6 weeks, we're going to be pushing guys to go in and see if they can increase their grade. There's some guys that they have a chance to really make that A/B honor roll or that all A honor roll. We want them to push to go in and see if there's something else they could do here in this last week to be good on those things.
And it may be a little bit early to talk about them, but what are some important things for Dripping Springs?
The biggest thing, the thing that we're hearing about them and the things you see is they're throwing the ball quite a bit. So they'll be a team that will have to be able to get pressure on and be able to cover in the back end of it. They've got a running back I know that's returning, and I thought he was a good back last year. So, stopping the run game. Defensively, they play a 3-3 stack. Unless they, change that, they've always done a good job with that. They play extremely hard on defense. So our offense will have to prepare for that front. Because we've kind of gotten in a routine the last several weeks of facing an even front. So we're going back to an odd front, stack front. So it's kind of glad we've got a couple weeks to kind of look at that front and make sure our offensive line and our guys on the perimeter can block it. Special teams wise, they've got a really good kicker over there, and so we're just going to be sound on our special teams and field kicks when we're supposed to and get the blocks we need to return kicks. But they've got a guy that's anytime they get close, he can make a field goal, and he's a guy that can kick the ball through the back of the end zone. So he's a weapon for them, and we just got to make sure we're sound on everything that we do with our special forces. And
that kicker is definitely a tremendous player. I know back on the sub-varsity level when he played there, he was a weapon for them too.
Yeah, I think he was he's like a preseason all-Syntax type guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So other than, since we don't have a game for our varsity level this week, what about our sub-varsity?
Yeah, we have a couple of outlaw makeup type games, Gage. We've had some guys cancel on us early in the season. We were able to pick up some games. Our JV Black will be playing Reagan over at Nelson. That'll be Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And then our freshman red team will be playing McNeil. That game's going to start around 6:30 over at McNeil High School. They'll start that game as soon as the first game's through. So we're encouraging all our fans to be there at 6:30. Game could start at 7, but it could start at 6:30. So we want to get everybody over there.
And those JV games are very important. The freshman game as well. Please come out there, fans. It's very important to those guys. It's their Friday night. And with that, we'd like to end our show. Thank you guys for watching.
I'm Kelsey.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Melissa.
And you're at Rooster's Men's Grooming Center.
Go
Rangers!